As you take a scope of trying to figure out where this shady figure is going, let's see, in terms of tracking, that's survival, right? So we'll say, Maring, you said you were gonna tail them.
I also follow. I turn to Andy and I go, "Watch yourself up on that stage, all right?" And I follow Maring.
Yeah, okay.
So Maring and Oaxaca, you guys are gonna tail. Andi, Arlin, Luna, Finn, what do you guys want to do?
Well, if we are trying to be stealthy, if we're trying to be stealthy about this, then Arlin kind of stands out, so she's gonna pull out disguise self.
Hey, and what are you making yourself appear to be? Where are you doing this? Because you're still in a bit of a crowded area.
Well, that can be good news or bad news, but I guess she would just go either hide quickly behind the group, because we're a big enough group that she can just sort of hunker down and do...
Oh, I dropped something.
Change. Yeah, exactly. Sort of like that.
Sure.
And because of it's a furbog trait, she can actually... I believe it says I can do a significant height change.
Cool.
She becomes a Tarrasque.
That would be interesting.
Zing!
I feel like a gigantic convention of adventurers is not the place to do that. If there's ever going to be a group that's going to take down Tarrasque, it's a copious amount of adventurers.
Probably, yeah.
So I guess she'll do more human-esque unless the tail becomes an issue, and then she'll go tiefling, like Andy, and do the most height difference that she can from being Arlin.
But your instinct, and upon looking at Andy, is to kind of let's blend in with her. And do you want to match her colors, or are you going to go for something similar to what you already look like? But
blue.
All right, blue tiefling. And you see Arlin transform before you, going into a much more reasonable discussing height.
Ooh! Honestly, it's a very good look for you.
You think? And she kind of like spins around.
Yes.
She's like, yes. I need to find some reflection in order to see. I don't know. I just used you.
Oh, I use minor illusion just real quick, just to show her what she looks like.
See, just this very well elegantly posed version of you here in her hand. So the on the flyer it says that the signups are meant to happen a half hour. The latest that you can sign up for to be a performer is a half hour before the show starts. The stage is at the north end of the festival. And it's a pretty well tented area, as that's going to be the direction you end up going. Maring, Oaxaca, what did you guys roll?
Oh, is that survival?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, I can barely see these numbers.
15 plus 2, so 17.
Okay.
13 plus 3 is a 16.
All right, cool. That's a good average for you. So you are able to keep your eyes on this individual. They do have their hood up, and they are, you can tell, trying to be discreet. Now that you've clocked them, though, give me a perception check. As you focus your sights on this person.
Ooh. That's a 22 from Maring.
That is also a 22.
Okay, you do notice they are limping and kind of dragging their feet a bit, but they are definitely holding themselves a bit more hidden. Then they go towards the north end of the festival, and they are trying to very much blend into some sort of like back area, and it's as they get closer to what looks like to be a backstage area, they are getting a bit more aggressive with moving people out of the way.
I look at Maring and I go, "You stay behind him." I kind of strafe off to the side and like kind of move in on a diagonal to intercept, just passing through the crowd easily.
And the two of you, since this is a crowded area, I need you guys to give me dexterity checks to see how well you can move through these people.
Okay.
And you do notice that there are bands that are coming in, and there are people moving instruments a lot, and there's people getting ready to sit into the crowd. So it's getting a little packed.
Just a general dex check?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's a
natural 20.
Count. Wow, that's a 21.
Okay, these high rolls are starting to scare me a little bit for what could happen.
Life finds a way.
You have, you have like
we're all gonna die.
These innate tracking abilities allow you to really seek, find, target, but you're still, you know that when something like this, either from a hunting standpoint or a bounty hunting standpoint, when a target looks like it's in bad shape, is being aggressive, it's not safe to approach directly. At least that's what your instinct is telling you.
That's why I was kind of intercepting from the side to like kind of come up. If she's directly behind, I'm trying to like come up, so I'm on a diagonal, like to use a sports metaphor, like a linebacker tracking a wide receiver. Like I'm coming out of his lower corner to like meet him at the door of the backstage area.
Like just a triangulate position. So as you're heading in that position, and you are trying to at least cut them off, and Marion, you're getting in front, easily able to dodge, kind of weave. You see that they are now, once they get through and start pushing people, they are starting to run, but limping still.
Does he look like he's reaching for something?
He looks like he's starting to now hold himself, or the figure is starting to hold themselves a bit more, and you hear a little bit of like some minor retching as they are like almost like they stumble a little bit as they're picking up pace.
I kind of look back at Mering and I kind of go right up next to him.
Yeah, I will definitely keep up.
I try to look under the hood. Do I recognize this person as one of the thugs from the alley?
When you're able to finally corner, they are now scrambling for a way to get out, but eventually they do kind of duck between several of seems like the holding tents of the different bands that get. But there is a brick wall that is a dead end, as this is now the kind of walled gate of the big park that the area of the festival is taking place in, and they are just kind of like, and they turn around, and what you see is almost a half rotting corpse face.
Holy shit.
With blood dripping out of the side of its mouth. Its eyes are white, and it is feral looking as it just turns to you.
As soon as it makes eye contact with me, I pull out the revolver and go, and I fire off
Give me an attack roll.
I also will fire off arrow.
Both of you will give me the attack rolls.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No freaking way.
Oh man!
Shit.
Okay. All right.
Sleep.
And my luck has gone out, of course, when it comes to D&D Beyond.
Okay.
No, don't forget, you have inspiration.
True. You have a point of inspiration.
I do, but
and
do I want to
use it for this? If you'd like to find out how they got them, follow us on social media for that bonus clip.
All right.
Do I want to use it for this? Honestly, probably. Honestly, I'm gonna roll again. Okay, clear. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Mering. All right, that's much better.
And hold
You're
on,
seeing them, right? Okay.
Oh no, I'm not. I want
to see if this rolls the double damage because it's.
Hold that thought for a second. Mering, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19 on that inspiration. Cool. Yep.
And Oaxaca, you got a
natural 20.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you right now, with a 20 and a 19, you blast its limb off its right shoulder. Its arm is now hanging down as its feral body is just seizing at this point. And Mering, with your arrow guided right through its neck into the back, and it pins it against the wall as it's just now hanging there as part of its jaw starts to drop down, the foam and blood mixed in its mouth, drooling out the side. The blast from your weapon, Oaxaca, alarms everybody nearby, and soon there are several guards that are now from the a couple from the range area. They're pointing rifles at the two of you. Stop right there! Stop right there!
I point down the alley.
And they look. One of the young cadets.
Yeah, it's pretty sick,
as
man.
It goes to the side.
I put my pistol.
What the hell is that?
I put my pistol into my sidearm and I take out my Bowie knife and I flip it out.
Hold on. No more. Don't move.
Hold on. And I throw back the hood of the thing.
And it is very much almost seemingly like it's definitely like there's enough identifying features from the person that you saw last night that ran away. And it seems as though this was not one that got caught at the incident at the fight pit, but someone. It's definitely one of the ones you encountered from the alleyway battle. And they are dead, but they look like just almost like a zombie of sorts.
Like, would I recognize the features of this as a creature that I
do an Arcana check.
Okay. Well, that's not as good.
Actually, no. This would be, well, it's a nature, so I'll say
nature check.
Yeah.
I mean, it's same either way. 19.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely a decomposing body. And for it to have, like, you've heard about undead creatures. You know that they can happen. There is some necromantic crap going on right here with with what used to be this person.
As I see that it's still like twitching and kind of like
yeah,
like
and you caught like the last few moments of it, what would have been alive.
I take the knife, I flip it in my hand, and I plunge it into the side of the head and rip it off the body and drop it on the ground just to make sure. Like off the knife.
The two cadets that had their rifles pointed and the one that is just gave up. Like they're just like, oh god. And one is like the other. It's the guy from the range. That's the guy from the range.
I wipe my knife off on my pants, and I stick it back in the hilt.
All right, explain what the hell is going on.
I don't know, but you got an undead creature wandering around, which makes me think there's more.
Not good, bro.
I'm assuming we're getting relatively close if we haven't caught back up at this point.
You definitely hear the gunshots, and you realize go in the opposite direction people are running from.
As I approach up, I see the guards being there. I shout out to them. Someone who looked like this ended up attacking us last night. They said they were attacking another bard from another group. Be on the lookout for people that look dressed like him.
Bard is just like, you heard, and he recognizes your symbol. He's like, you heard this man. All right, fan out. We are looking for, well, no other way to say it. We're looking for a bloody zombie, all right? Just get a perimeter going. Cut this place off, and he's positioning people to get the different exits.
And I go up to that commander and I go, you caught somebody in the fight pits with a dagger?
Yeah, that's what we
get to that jail cell.
All right, we'll send a couple of people over. They fan out, and Joanna from earlier, she has now run up, having heard the situation. She's got crossbow at the ready. Eldon is beside her. He's got very nice looking rifle at the ready. They go up to you, Maring, and like, you guys just know how to make a ruckus around here, don't you?
Hey, your town's the one with the dripping, foaming, undead pieces of shit walking around, okay?
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. What about the rest of them? And he sees you guys all now convening into this background, like fairground area that's a little more open. That would be it's behind the big stage.
Well, what happened?
Pretty gnarly.
He look familiar?
Yes.
And
Does
I
that look?
Sorry.
No.
No show. I mean, not.
Guard looks like, yeah, I believe this show is cancelled.
It's
Listen,
all right,
we're
Luna,
going
I
to
would've
check
won
the
anyway.
other tents. If you could all check the other tents as well, just to see if anyone is, just if anything happened is strange going about.
I unholster the sidearm again, and I go up to like the nearest tent.
So the guard goes, the captain of the guard that you were talking to goes to the leftmost tent, and then there are 3 others on the opposite right side. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, I will go into the third one, bow up already.
I'll go with the walker.
I look at her, and I pull back the tent, and I like just cover look inside with the rifle. Do I like with the sidearm? Do I see anything?
And out. Arlin, Luna, Finn.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Luna is gonna go with Maring,
Okay.
with their short staff kind of at the ready.
Okay. I'm just giving a chance for anyone to prepare anything that they may want to, just in case.
Yeah, as much as I can, seeing, I assume the guy that is no longer around, I would like to cast Eyes of the Grave, which, as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn.
Ben, are you
All right.
preparing anything at all, or you're going to be accompanying? I'm assuming the split happens. Maring, Luna, Oaxaca, Andi, Finn, Arlin.
Yeah. So who's heading in which direction? Sorry.
Arlin has now gone to the unoccupied tent. So there's the first, second, and third are now each of you are occupied by, or each one.
I guess I'll head into the. There was one that was unoccupied still, or
Yeah. Basically, it's just like 1, 2, 3. So
okay, I'll go in with Arlin so that she's not alone.
Okay. So as you guys enter and you pop up Eyes of the Grave, there is an immediate, like you sense immediately through that tent before you even go in, something bad is going on in there. Oaxaca, Andi, when you open up, there are 2 bodies on the ground. They are they're bleeding out the sides. Their instruments have been bloodstained at this point. Maring, Luna, when you open up the curtain, I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw for me right now.
All right. That is a math. That's a dirty 20 from Maring.
That's 8.
Okay, Maring, you hear the snarl come before it's just very similar to what you just saw, and you're able to get out of the way as the hand reaches through the curtain. Luna, however, you are not so lucky, and you take a claw attack. You get scratched. I'm going to roll to see how much damage you get right now. Tense, ain't it?
Literally intense.
Oh, right.
But bum.
Okay, so you're only going to take 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And as this clawed, decaying hand scratches right across your chest, it will leave a mark, but it definitely is torn through the rope.
Okay.
And with that, you see coming out is a heavier filled, but definitely dead-looking feral corpse coming at you. And
it's not Jeremiah, right? You said he's heavier, so I'm asking.
More like just like not decayed, still a body.
But
awesome.
Definitely into the realm of undead. Oaxaca, Andi, as you get closer, but you hear the snarl coming from the other tent. You hear groaning from the 2 bodies that are coming up from the ground.
Like human groaning or similar snarls?
Undead groaning.
I immediately put 2 bullets in the back of their heads.
Or you could do that. I need everybody to roll initiative.
All right.